What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about some new details revealed on PSVR2. And this is from PSVR Without Parole, which is a well-known name in the PSVR community. And they dropped a video outlining details from a summit Sony held with developers regarding the next PSVR. This comes from Reddit. I'm going to read over these bullet points, and I will say, just to kind of start off, I do believe them, and I do think hopefully this person's name never gets out there to Sony because they're 100% fired. Some of the things that were mentioned referred to as NGVR, which is next gen VR, not PSVR2, and that was referred to it by Sony. We'll use Fresnel OLED screens with a 2000 by 2040 resolution per eye. HDR display, FOV is 110 degrees, uses flexible scaling resolution in addition to foveated rendering, which used in conjunction eye tracking, both which aims to scale resolution based upon the user's concentrated view and reduces the strains on PS5 resources. Haptics are planned for the headset itself to reduce motion sickness and improve immersion. The new controllers, which don't have a name yet, will be packaged with every new NG VR headset at launch. The controllers will include touch sensors, which are analog based and can track distance between your fingers and your thumb. This is in addition to haptics and adaptive triggers, which have already been announced. Sony wants to move away from VR experiences and concentrate on AAA games with an aim to make hybrid games that are playable in both flat screen and VR. When those titles launch, you can even select which ones you want to download. Nothing was mentioned regarding backwards compatibility for PSVR 1, but there is a push to remaster some of those games. The headset itself wasn't shown, and the release date wasn't mentioned, but launch plans will be revealed in early 2022. Now, again, I do kind of believe this. There's really no reason to doubt it, at least kind of just from initial reading. There is a lot there that I have just no idea. You know, I'm not a tech person. I don't pretend to be whatsoever. We're not in the lying game here, and I think I would immediately be caught, right, if I tried to pretend. I have no idea what the first half of those things are talking about. You know, obviously like resolution or like, you know, the lighting kind of stuff, things like that. I understand kind of what they mean to some extent. It sounds incredible. I think, you know, the biggest things I think I took out of it is the controllers being, you can get them with the headset. They'll come with the headset, which is good, you know, because before you needed the Move controllers, and those were, I believe you could get them where they were packaged in, but I think they were extra. I already had them. You know, I bought, what was it, PlayStation Move Heroes or whatever it was called. I bought a bunch of those games, or PlayStation Move Sports, a couple of those back in the day, so I already had two Move controllers, so I already have that situation planned out. But it coming with them, and remember, we've seen kind of, what is it, concept art, or not even, I mean, it was pretty much what the controllers itself are going to look like, and I think they're going to look, it feels like they're going to look really, really cool. The haptic feedback in your head, right, that's been talked about for a while. I can't wait to actually see it, right, because I think it scares some people, because it's like, well, the idea of haptic feedback, really, a lot of it is like vibration and movement, and if you're going to do that in your head, that's gonna affect some people. But again, judging by what Sony has said, they're working on ways to kind of prevent anything like that, any bad things happening to you. Okay, so that's exciting as well. And then I would say the only other couple big things is that it would be not necessarily VR experiences, but on games, on AAA games, so you can play one way or the other. I think that's kind of how well, it's tough, because I feel like if you told me like these games are made from the ground up for VR, that would be a way I would want you to do it. And to their credit, they did do that. Now, they didn't do AAA games last time around, right, with the VR. They didn't do AAA games, but they did do games made from the ground up. This time around, you know, again, saying this new strategy, I have nothing, I don't sense an inherent weakness to it, at least right now, where I think it could still, I think it could work, right? Telling people, hey, the biggest games out there, right? An Uncharted 5, let's just pretend. An Uncharted 5, it's going to be also available on VR. And it's going to be a different experience on VR versus, the main game. And you can, I guess, the base game, or what you would play without VR. And you can pick and choose which one do you want to play. You can play both. You can play one or the other. Which one? I like that idea. I think, again, you are missing out on those built for the VR kind of things, but I think you'll still get those. And I think that you need to entice people with huge games, otherwise it's just not going to sell. The VR has sold pretty darn well, but obviously I think they want to take it to the next level. And I think what you may get is those, one of the last bullet points, the whole remastering PSVR games. Just take the biggest VR games that did well, that obviously were made from the ground up for VR, remaster them, and kind of give it back to people. That way you do have those kind of games, and you have the AAA games. I think that's kind of a solid idea, and that the release date, rollout stuff is going to happen in early 2022. I believe it. I'm excited for it. Maybe I should have said in the beginning, I do have a VR. I bought the VR the first month that it was available. I don't regret it. I like it a lot. Way too many cords, okay? I find it odd that maybe they just didn't put in the bullet points, but it's in the video. I haven't looked, but they mentioned there's no mention of cords. Last we heard, there's exactly one cord that you're going to need to plug basically your headset into the PS5, and it's only one cord, and that's it. So that's fine by me. I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people want it to be 0 cords. Everything's running through the PS5. So again, I'm not going to pretend like I'm technical, but I just imagine, considering everything is coming through that system, which includes the game itself, attaching the headset to it makes sense to me. So yes, I would like 0 cords too. I think it just provides just a really easy experience in the entire thing, but I get it. I would understand if the headset literally could not work if you unplugged it, from the PS5. So obviously we still have a little bit of waiting to do, but I'm very, very excited. I'm always excited to hear new PSVR stuff, or like they call it, the NGVR, which I hate that. I really think it should just be PSVR2 or PSVR, and you give it like a subtitle, something like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. And I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.